Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Isaac Vargas, and I will be giving you my speech on urbanization. As evident, I currently have no audience because I was unable to acquire any soldiers to get away from their duties long enough to record this segment. So my audience will be viewed after this tape is recorded by you. So let's start off with my subject of urbanization. Over the past several years, 7 years to be in fact, Miami has undergone a massive boom phase, or facelift as some would like to call it. During the past 7 years, Miami's skyline has changed dramatically, and more new skyscrapers have been built in Miami alone during these past 7 years than the past 50 years that the city has even had some kind of construction phase going. During this boom phase, a lot has changed for the city and its denizens in many aspects. The environment has also been affected by this newfound sense that Miami has. When urbanization happens, a lot of things need to happen with it, including the need to spread out, go higher, or in fact, go under. And we will explain a little bit into details as I continue with my speech. Spreading out is a need for a city, obviously, to go beyond its current border in order to meet the demands of a city that's growing. Miami is growing at a rather alarming rate. In fact, Miami is estimated to have more than 2 million new citizens within the next decade. That's 2 million new people in a city that currently only holds about 430,000 inhabitants right now. Since Miami will be a megatropolis sometime soon, there's going to be a lot of problems that face it. Miami is currently one of the most populated metropolitan areas in the country, but in such a small parcel of land. We are limited on the east by the Atlantic Ocean and the west by the Everglades. And currently there's many plans to expand westward, but a lot of opposition has been given to that expansion. So then the county enacted what is called the UDB line, the urban development boundary, that will protect the Everglades from further development into it. The UDB establishes how far developers can go westward and how far the Everglades can go eastward, in a sense. Much opposition has been to its existence and to its dismissal, and a lot of plans have been put forward to push it westward into the Everglades and swamplands in order to allow developers to develop more homes and communities and shopping centers to meet the demands of the ever-growing city. Still, it is a work in progress, and many people feel that it will devastate our ecosystem if that continues to go. So then, if westward is not an option, then it might be skyward with its skyscrapers. Miami currently has the world's second most constructed skyline after Beijing in China, and America's #1 most constructed skyline, followed closely second by New York and Chicago. It's pretty amazing to think that only 10 years ago, Miami didn't even rank in the top 20 of the cities being under constructed. And now, this newfound sense of dominance in the world of global cities has emerged, and the newfound sense of pride and the demand for room, space, and places to live has caused it to go upward. Miami currently has 50 proposed skyscrapers. 50 proposed skyscrapers that are over the height of 400 feet. Anything over 400 feet is considered a tall skyscraper. So there are 80 proposed. 60 are approved. That's apart from the 80. So 80 are proposed to be built, another 60 have been approved, and another 35 are currently under construction. And Miami is also, trying to put its name in the name of cities that have landmark buildings. As of February 28th, the City Council approved the Empire World Towers, which will be America's first twin towers to be built after the World Trade Center was destroyed in New York City on September 11th. These twin towers will rise to 1,200 feet and will be the southeast's most tallest twin towers. It'll also be the tallest residential towers in the world. Along with that, One Biscayne Plaza, which is slated to be completed in 2015, will also be the tallest building in the southeast, taller than the Empire World Towers. So there's many visionaries that is going on right now currently to make Miami, an empire city of the world. Along with its urbanization, with the urbanization that's coming to Miami, a lot of negative aspects can be coming as well. Traffic. Traffic is only supposed to increase between 12 and 16% per year for the years that follows, and definitely it will be a problem for many of its citizens. It was estimated by Forbes magazine that if Miami continues on its current track, it will need to pay up to $6 billion over the next 10 years to improve its infrastructure of highways, roads, and public transportation system. For the current needs that we have right now would not be met within 10 years. That would be insufficient. New highways, more metro rail, more bus lines would have to be built to and from places in order to cope with the demand for a need to drive somewhere. On the same note, Miami is growing in another sense. The airport and the seaport. Miami International Airport, for example, is currently undergoing a massive reconstruction and expansion phase. There are terminals being built. There are tarmacs as well being built. There's renovations going on. Miami International Airport currently holds the title as the third busiest international airport in the world. I'm sorry, not the world, in America, the third busiest in America. It is one of the busiest international airports in the world, but the third busiest international airport in America, after Los Angeles' LAX and New York's JFK. With that being said, the Port of Miami is also one of a kind. It is the largest cruise ship port in the world, and is currently being dredged out to make it even deeper so that even larger ships can go into its port, in order to meet the demand of the cargo that's going through. Cargo and passengers are only expected to increase, not decrease, for the remainder of the decade. Along with that, tourism is increasing in this city, as well as home ownership. Despite the economy and housing market slump, Miami continues to be a strong market for selling houses and condos, and buildings continue to rise in the downtown area. But with all this, many people say we're just going to start polluting the environment with these new growing ways and these more vehicles coming into the city. But in reality, Miami has actually done something good. Since, as of 2008, Miami won the Cleanest City in America award, beating out other green cities all over the country. It was rather amazing. Many people are like, well, how can it be so clean? Well, it actually is really clean. With the ocean breezes and the jet stream flowing through the South Florida area, it provides ways for all the pollution to be blown westward, clearing the air. We also have great recycling programs, and a lot of initiative has been taken up to clear the canals and the waterways and to build more parks in the city. Urbanization can be a good thing and can be a bad thing, but so far it has done good to this city. As it continues to spread out, Miami continues to stamp its name in international trade, foreign policy, and a place of commerce and a trademark city of the world. It is currently the gateway to the Americas, and many high prominent places and headquarters are located in Miami. Most of the world's largest cruise lines are located in Miami. And the Southern Military Command of the United States is located in Miami, which deals with operations in Central and South America. A lot of major other corporations are also located here. Along with its nightlife, Miami continues to be an attraction for all types of people, both young and old, as it continues ever more quest to grow. So in fact, the urbanization that is taking place in Miami is rather good, and I think is beneficial to the city that we live in. Thank you.